Good everyone. I'm going to share with you today the traditional Malay dish is called lemak chili padi. So in English it says um, red chili in coconut milk. Okay, so the meat you can either use a chicken, or sometimes you can use fish. So I use stingrays before. Can use prawn, crab, entirely up to you. Okay, these are the step-by-step process which I'm gonna go through with you. Okay, all right, these are the blended items. Okay, besides kaffir lime and lemongrass. Okay, I'm gonna use candle nut, 4 candle nuts. Okay, the bullet chili, okay, or bird's eye chili, is entirely up to you. All right, traditionally we tend to use lots of it to make it spicy, and the meal itself, it looks reddish yellow, okay, orangey. So I'm going to use 3 because in my household they are not fond of too spicy food. Okay, garlic, ginger, 2 onions. Okay, I'm going to blend all of this, then I'm going to shallow fry it until it's fragrant. Then I'm going to add lemongrass and kaffir lime. Okay, then followed by jackfruit in brine. Okay, so I'm gonna take it out and just rinse it and chop it smaller. And a potato, not to forget, coconut milk. And lastly, what we're gonna add is turmeric powder. Okay, turmeric powder, basically we use it as a color. Okay, if we don't use too much chili, the broth itself looks slightly red. Okay, but if you put turmeric to it, it adds an even nicer hue to it. It's a deep yellow in color. All right, the choice of meat today I'm going to use is chicken. Right, traditionally how we prepare the chicken is we use a charcoal grill and just char the chicken a bit, not to cook it, just to add a level of flavor to it, so that the chicken will have a smoky charcoal kind of burnt taste to it. Okay, it's a pleasant burnt taste to it. Okay, but since I don't have any charcoal, I'm just gonna use a small gas grill. I'm gonna show it in a moment. All right, now I'm gonna add all the ingredient inside the chopper. I like a chopper. I prefer chopper over blender because of the size. It's small, good enough for my cooking for my family. So okay, do not add the lemongrass to it. Okay, if you want to add in, by all means please do so, it doesn't matter. Okay, sometimes this in some of these dishes we don't use candle nut, but candle nut, one thing is it adds richness to it in terms of flavor, and it thickens the broth. Okay, and instead of putting water, normally I put a bit of oil because it's gonna be shallow fried anyway. Okay, alrighty. Okay, that's how it looks like after it's been blended. Okay. I don't have to wait for the pan to be hot to put it inside. Okay, just gonna put it whenever. Okay, once I put everything inside, then and it will heat up anyway. That's it. Somebody commented on my frying pan. Say, man, is there any better one to use? Well, I have to say this is a small production. I'm just happy to share what I know with everyone and anyone. So it is not $1 million or thousands of dollars worth of production. So it is. I just use whatever there is at home, and I generally don't like to buy things brand new just for this video. Okay, I just use whatever I have. I'll take it from there. Okay, for all you know, one of these days, if it's gone to a certain level or popularity, yeah, probably I will have a proper studio. But for now, this is good enough. Okay, just saute it a bit. Gonna put in the lemongrass. Okay, you can knock the lemongrass to release some of its flavors, but I'm not fussed about that. I'm gonna press it anyway while I cook, while it's in a broth state. Okay, okay, I'm gonna go outside and see what's Jeep's doing. Okay, he's in charge of grilling the chicken. Okay, that's about 10 minutes of sauteing. Okay, it has become fragrant and the oil starts to separate from the ingredients. That means it's ready. I'm gonna put a bit of boiled water just so that it doesn't drop the temperature. Okay, pretty much the same temperature. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take time for it to bring up to the temperature again. Just going. So I'm gonna put first is the coconut milk. Okay. Okay. Don't forget to shake the coconut milk box first. Okay. Because after being a while in the shelf, I'm gonna crank up a bit temperature. After a while in the shelf, the cream will start to separate. Okay. So if you don't shake it first, it may come out inconsistent. I mean, some of this goodness may be left in the box still when you start to pour inside, and you missed out. Okay, I'm gonna put the coconut milk. No, the young jackfruit. Okay, I've rinsed the young jackfruit twice in clean water, just to get rid of any excess preservatives or anything that they use to preserve, and also any flavor. Okay, so I'm gonna boil a bit. Okay, still need a bit of water to it. Okay, do this for another 3 minutes. Then what I'm gonna put next is the chicken itself. After I put the chicken, then after a couple of minutes I'm gonna put a potato, because the way I cut the potatoes is pretty thin, so it doesn't take much time to cook. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, there you go. Just char grill the chicken. Doesn't have to be cooked. Right, you look at the char on the side. That will add a bit of flavor to it. Yep. That's Jeep, my son. He's a specialist in grilling all this stuff. He enjoys doing this. Okay, so I'm gonna grill all the chicken. Meantime, I'm gonna go back to the kitchen and see what's the sauteing. Okay, the young jackfruit has been there for a while. Okay, press. If it's soft, that means it's ready to go. Okay, yep. All right, almost there. Okay, I'm gonna put the chicken in. Look, it's all been there's a bit of char on it. I just drop it in there, mix it up. I'll put the rest of the coconut milk. Yep, every bit of the juice, a bit of hot water, and then crank up the stove. Okay, but now see, this is pretty much the color. Okay, that's when we put the turmeric powder to make it look golden and more appetizing. Okay, in some part of Asia, if you go, their coconut milk cooking will look like this. I think I come across to went to an islander residence, and they were cooking something in coconut milk, and it looks like this. All right, is lighter in color. Okay, I did suggest to them, say, oh yeah, it looks good. Have you tried it with a turmeric powder? And then they ask, oh, what is that for? No, if you put turmeric powder, it looks a bit yellow and it looks more appetizing to me. Okay, alrighty, I'll show you the next step. Okay, alright, couple of minutes being simmered. I'm gonna put in the potato. Okay, just make sure get into the broth so that it'll cook. Some like it thick, some like it runny, but because I put candle nut earlier, it is slightly on the thick side. Okay, in Indonesia they tend to use candle nut in this. Okay, I don't see much of it being used in while I was in Singapore, Malaysia. Okay, it's a bit thick. I'm gonna put, normally for this size of pot, 2 teaspoons of salt. Then I'll taste, see how it goes. Just a half teaspoon of sugar, that's that. Some part of Indonesia, they tend to like their food a bit on the sweet side, spicy, crazy spicy, and sweet. All right, they just love this combination. Okay, there's the color. I'm gonna show you. Okay, this is when I put the turmeric. Okay, just guesstimate about 1 teaspoon. Okay, I go by the color more than. Okay, it's not gonna put that much flavor to it anyway, unless you put it too much that looks crazy. Very deep hue of yellow, then no, that's too much of it, then it will add flavor to it. Basically the turmeric I use is basically just for its color. Alright, if you see what I mean, now the color is yellowish. Okay, put a bit more. I think I use about 1 teaspoon. Alright, if you see this area, see it's still very light, and this is already yellow. Okay, I'm gonna swirl the pan. Okay, swirl it around so that it'll mix. Okay, so you can see the transformation of the color from a light whitish to a yellow color. Then you know what I mean. You can put a bit of warm water, crank up the heat so that we can immerse the rest of the ingredient so it'll cook. Okay, this is a kind of thickness which I like. Okay, okay, so just okay, that's the color. Let's for the okay for the show, just put a tiny bit more. Okay, that's the yellow that we are after. Okay, if you choose to put more chili, then there will be a light reddish tinge to it. Okay, I think that's about it. You just let it simmer for the next 10 minutes in low heat, then it'll be ready to be served. Alrighty, see you at the plating table. Okay, there we have it. The yep, lemak chili padi, or chicken in coconut, spicy coconut milk. Okay, you see for yourself the transformation of the color from the light or off-white to golden yellow. Okay, so This is the end result. Just put some chili flakes for the extra chili flakes and black pepper for the extra heat in there. All right, so good with sambal belacan, steamed rice, fresh hot steamed rice. Man, totally yum. All right, good luck with trying this dish. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So if there's anything else that you want me to try, let me know. I'll give it a go. Thank you. Bye.